it does. Except the game. Oh, there's the game. There's the game. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? I am doing great. Excited to watch some StarCraft, my first cast in quite a while. Amazing team name. Amazing team name. I love it. All right, let's get into this. Oh, there's a map called Dragon's Lair. Yeah, they're different. Yeah, they're different maps. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, just Dragon's Lair made me think of the video game. That's what surprised me, or the old arcade game. So, all right, let's get into this. I'm watching your stream. This is interesting looking map from the preview. Is this like an S-shaped thing going on here? Map of the week? I'm not sure, Albert, what you mean by that. So Dragon Slayer's map of the week and then the loser picks? Loser picks. Okay. That's it. Gotcha. So it looks like we got up here our Terran player. Dead weight. He has 9 pool. That is actually kind of exciting. So 9 pool here, we could open up with a little bit of aggression, probably looking for some early Zergling pressure. Looks like we are going to go ahead and do the extractor trick to get that extra drone out. Just lines up a lot better with the way the larvae spawn. And I don't see a wall being made here for deadweight. Looks like all the buildings are going to be up here on the high ground. We'll have to see whether or not he is going to expand off this barracks or maybe get a gas. But no wall here. Yeah, this could be a bit challenging because we got the Zerglings are queued up. And we do have gas. Maybe some, yeah, like really fast muta or really fast lurker. To be honest, I'm curious if we're even gonna if we're gonna get that far. Let's see. Well, it looks like Deadweight's already pulled SCVs to his ramp, so he's got that blocked at least. One Marine is out. Yeah, one Marine is out, and well, when you don't have any Marines out, you're not really sure. Oh no! We got we got 5 Zerglings chasing this SCV back. That's a little unfortunate. Maybe could have gotten a little more scouting off, but we do have I think it wanted to go up the ramp and then maybe clicked back. I don't know. I would like to see zztyu at least check what's on the ramp. It's still here. Well, SCVs are pretty tanky. The SCV's attacking the drones, I think. Is it? Is it harassing them? It is. Oh, is it gonna die? Oh, is it gonna get it? Oh, almost. Oh, that was. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Yeah, no, this is fine. He's got the ramp covered. Yeah, this push is going to be coming across the map here pretty quickly, and with that eBay up, could be a +1 follow-up as well. So as soon as these medics pop out, we should be seeing zztyu walking across the map here, or sorry, deadweight walking across the map. ZZ is going to see this. Looks like he's got a couple lings sitting outside that natural. Three is yeah, 3 is more than enough. Yeah, need to start mining from that gas, not mining from that gas. Yeah, no, there's no CC started, and there's definitely enough money for it. We got a comset starting up. Not sure exactly what that's going to be used for, but there is that. Oh no! Oh! Oh! He was. I think he. So we see the WTF there in chat. I think he might have maybe been move command, or maybe just looked away at the wrong time. Oh. It that was very well done by zztyu to pick off that medic. That one of those medics got immediately surrounded and killed. Thanks to the sunken colony. Yeah, I got stuck in sunken range. It's really unfortunate that zztyu doesn't have speed yet. I think with speed you just kill what's left over here easily. The Zerglings are chasing yeah, they're chasing Terran back, but yeah, it's unfortunate. With speed I think you just clean that up for free. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We got a couple of fire bats popped out here, and yeah, that is why they exist. We do have some mutas hatched at home for zztyu. I just gotta I just gotta quote my my CPL coach Albert here, Ash a return, and like as soon as I see these mutas hatch and not flying across the map, I just hear return being like, "What are your mutas waiting for? An invitation?" I understand that, like, maybe you don't want to send them across the map because you don't have 7 yet and you can't one-shot SCVs, but you could be getting so much scouting done here. You could be killing Marines, and his turrets aren't even done yet. Like, this is why you really do want to send your mutas across the map as soon as they're done. Because you never know when you're gonna potentially find free damage like that. As it is now, At the 8-minute mark, we do not have a factory from deadweight, so that's good. That's a little bit rough. Science vessels are a long way away. Oh, yes. That that those mutas actually killed that one turret because they got dragged back on top of it, and the bio wasn't. So, like, I mean, technically, I guess those mutas did their job because apparently they did their job because the bio ball had to come home. I mean, that was a pretty scary looking bio ball, if I'm being honest. I want to say it had moved out at least past the natural. It looked like Deadweight was considering moving out. It is a pretty decent looking bio ball, all told. So you do want to keep that home as long as possible. Well, now we do have Deadweight. Looks like he is moving that Bioforce across the map towards the third. There is a
My mic was muted the whole time. Thank you for the DM,
they
Vermin. And that's what I get for not looking at Twitch chat because I don't know how to make that show up on OBS. All right.
so
Uh,
yeah, so
oh, in
we
the
do have
meantime,
Deadweight pushing in here, and Deadweight did manage to take out. There was only one lurker on the ramp, only one other lurker here, unfortunately unburrowed. So that one scan is going to allow Deadweight to go ahead and break this third base.
I would like to see cancel on the hatchery extractor. Just, just on principle. It's not like he's low on money, but you never have enough.
You might as well say, yeah, you might as well save the money. Don't let Terran get free damage here. And we do have one lurker that is burrowed up here, picking off some of these Marines as they try to get back home. Uh, one more lurker here, maybe buried just out of that sight range, maybe can catch some of this bioforce on the retreat. But unfortunately, with this third base taken out, that is going to be a huge hit to both the economy and the production of zztyu. And I see. Okay, we do have a defiler, man. We do have a hive here.
Plague just started, so consume is done. Um, and on the other side, we don't have any vessels yet. It looks like, but we do have. We're going
Oh,
dropship.
dropships.
One dropship,
We
one
got
vessel.
one dropship, one vessel. Okay, so we will eventually have those irradiates online. We could potentially pick up some marines and do a drop in the main. That might be the idea that Deadweight is looking for. And I haven't to that note, I have not seen any Scourge out of zztyu this game. And that, oh wait, well, never mind. There are some. Okay, I was gonna say this is a great time to make sure you have Scourge to deal with whatever you know something is going to be coming out of a starport eventually, whether it's a dropship or a couple of science vessels. So it's always a good idea to have some Scourge on hand, just to make sure that you don't just get wrecked by random drop in your main.
Right, first vessel is out, and should be able to stop this from going further. But it looks like wants to just dark swarm push with these lurkers.
It would be a little bit
don't know if
easier with
irradiate's
some
done.
Ling support. Irradiate should be done. I know I saw it started, so
Okay,
yes,
I
it should
didn't
be
see it
done.
started, so I believe you.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
it started, so it
brutal,
should be done.
but and he
Oh, he didn't get it! He didn't get it! It's still there under the dark swarm. Oh my god!
that's
Oh,
tragic, and
no.
now I'm not sure. Like, need more lings
That
for.
must have been. That must have been at least 2 control groups of Marine Medic. That is rough, but we do have a dropship moving out here.
And
So we'll have to see if this
will run into this
this
third
is
base.
yes. Yes. There's a hidden base here, and then zztyu looks like he's retaking that 3 o'clock base that he had before. But yes, this other base is definitely about to get discovered here. Nice irradiate here on this defiler. We'll need to send another. We'll need to make another and send it up there soon.
Other dropship. Dropship flies past. Honestly, I agree with it. Good idea. Vessel dying is bad.
The main is very, very exposed.
Okay.
And
it's one.
These lurkers are also very exposed. Where's the scan?
The scan ran out. The scan ran out.
Oh,
is he out of
no. Oh no! He probably doesn't have. No, he probably just doesn't have a hotkey. That is so unfortunate. He lost the science vessel at the wrong time.
He is gonna try and cancel
but he's gonna find this base
and push the main.
Big drop here. He's gonna get all the tech. There is nothing here to stop this. He is gonna have free reign on all the tech, all the drones.
He's our
everything
ultralist.
he could possibly want.
But
oh man,
it's a worthwhile trade.
These ultralists could definitely at least clean this up. Carapace is almost done. Carapace is done now, so that's good.
God, if he sniped the cavern, that would have been crazy. But he killed
he
all
could,
the drones.
Actually,
there's 13 drones left.
He did snipe the cavern, but he did. Yeah, we were. He was able to get the ultra armor, so he should clean this drop up. Did unfortunately lose that to Filer.
Looks like weapons are just barely ahead of the Carapace upgrades. Not going to be a big power spike, really, for either of bio mashup. This dropship probably shouldn't get anything done. The hatchery was saved. So now that there's... Uh-oh, this isn't...
And this Muta is just gonna chase this dropships somewhere across the map. He might be looking for something up in the corner, or maybe he was gonna head over to 3 o'clock. But right now that dropship is on its own.
And the Marines didn't stem. There's not a lot here.
There is actually not a lot here. And again, these ultras do have... Okay. Oh no, he misclicked! Oh no! I actually did not know you could de-matrix enemy units.
Also irradiated the lurker, which might not have been the move, rather.
Oh no!
It's definitely...
Sure he's gonna try to get SCVs in here.
I feel like the move is running the SCVs away and irradiating the ultralists. He hasn't been making out of his third base, but he can transfer. The ultralists take possibly less than 1 damage.
Possibly, yes.
I think they take 1 damage.
They might actually get healed by SCVs. And now we're sitting right on top of turret production. We are going to get some irradiates off. Unfortunately, those irradiates do... They're a short-term buff. Toras can swim. Nice refrigerator, I love it. or ask the hero Ultralisk unit.
Alright. Lurkers here. Didn't get too much. But in this time, count has equalized. Third base
Yeah,
is almost
zztyu has,
saturated, and fourth base is starting to saturate. Like ZZ heavily on Tyler Ultralisk. Well, not Ultras right now. Depends because they're slow Ultras.
We still are
brutal.
having still having a bit of a problem cleaning up these lurkers just outside. Having lifted that command center, didn't want that to potentially get sniped. Third base is up here. We could potentially see some SCVs get transferred from the main over there. Some lurkers being morphed out here in the middle of the map. I'm not sure if zztyu knows about this 12 o'clock base or not, but this could get this could be a little bit spicy here, depending on what the plan is for these hatching lurkers.
Aaron really needs to
a lot
stabilize, and a lot of barracks. That's good. And landing the factory is a good idea for this, for how many lurkers there are. Like, I think tanks would be helpful. Although enough irradiates will get the job done. Alright, +3 attack against +2 armor for a little bit. So
looks like it looks like that was rallied up to the natural. Unfortunately, a little bit of free damage on the Ultralisk. That's okay. And yeah, +3 carapace is done. My god, these Ultralisks are going to be incredibly tanky for the rest of this game. 4 bases here for zztyu. Looks like we're mining from all of our gases, so we've got all the gas that we could possibly want, and then some. Just continuing to pump those Ultralisks out. +2 melee is on the way. We definitely don't want to be slacking on those upgrades, but here's a little bit of a poke out here from Deadweight. Is getting those irradiates down. No more Scourge, unfortunately, being seen here from zztyu to help deal with these science vessels.
yeah, I'm
And
very
right now,
concerned
zztyu
for
is
Deadweight. This position.
Yeah.
Down workers, down bases. Really struggling to get enough of a critical mass to handle Defiler Ultra. There haven't been Defilers in a little bit.
There haven't, actually, and that's unfortunate because a Dark Swarm and a Plague here would be huge. But this Bioball is actually looking pretty scary right now. There really just is not that much Zerg. We're really not quite at that critical mass. You see these Irradiates going down, and Deadweight's doing a pretty good job trying to micro and kite back these Ultralisks. He's going to clean up everything that was sitting here, and he could take a 4th base if he wanted to.
Yeah, there a bit of an own goal with the Irradiate, unfortunately, or with one of them. Did a lot of damage to but the Bioball definitely ahead.
We still got some Lings rallied up here, and it looks like another group is about to
that was a really good trade for those
rally
Lings.
up.
Alright, but this time,
yeah,
either of the medics.
Oh no, we're about to do
hemorrhaging Ultra.
Yeah, this is definitely a rally hatchery problem.
But
and unfortunately, yeah, there's just not
the medics aren't close. Okay, it's fine. But this is not a lot of Marines. It's a lot of medics, but it's not a lot of Marines. This is a lot of Marines.
That's a lot of Marines. That's definitely going to be enough Marines to take care of what's going on up here. We're just continuing to send units.
I don't know. I think the production is enough. zztyu's having good production. Like, money has been pretty consistent low, and all the Marines are gonna fall.
There are 4 more Ultralisks coming. I think I saw 2 Ultralisks in the production tab that should be coming up now.
There's a
actually
lot
okay,
of units.
This might be it.
I think
this might be it. I think this is it. Yep, these Lings and Ultras are gonna get on top of the production, and that's gonna be all she wrote. We don't even need to worry about that 12 o'clock base. There are plenty of science vessels here, but they can't irradiate everything, and that is going to be a GG from deadweight. Well played. zztyu
Unfortunately,
going to
that
go
game,
ahead and take
deadweight
game
just
one.
I mean, at the end, but really struggled to have enough minerals for a large chunk of that game, I think.
Gallon said emote is amazing. I love that so much.
Falcon 15 Ultra Spin.
Yeah.
Nice. But with how late the expansion was and how low the SCV count, it was really really tough to get back into that game. And there were a couple good pushes with um lurkers, lurkers and defilers that made it hard, even after a very strong start for the game. All right, now let's go into game.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Or update the score.
Alrighty, bottom right corner here, got our red Zerg, zztyu, and in the bottom left corner, we have our Terran player, deadweight, and then the white colors. So we'll have to see. So the last map had a bit of a wider natural choke than before, so that might be why Deadweight chose to make some of his buildings on the high ground rather than go for a walled expansion. We'll have to see if that is changed up at all here. And of course, last time zztyu did go for that 9 pool, so we'll have to see if that changes as
If
well.
this game starts in the same way as the last game, I would be a little bit concerned for Deadweight because this map has a low ground main. So in the SCV block on the ramp would be pretty scary. Looks like we're not gonna wall the natural here again. And we're gonna 9 pool again. Alright. Uh this might be a quick one. But here's hoping.
Indeed.
Go.
Yeah, last time we did see, so we are going for that 9 pool again, and we did see the SCVs were pulled in time to help defend that ramp. We're able to get a couple of Marines out in time in order to make sure the Zerglings couldn't come in and get a free victory. But this time around, things might just work out a little bit differently.
Also
We know
depends
that zztyu's
on
Overlord isn't going to find Terran for free. Sorry, go ahead.
Also depends on the scout. Depending on if Terran sends out 1 or 2 scouts here, might just not. A last scout would be brutal here. This is an interesting build. It's 9 pool, like 13 gas, and then hatchery. It definitely seems like it would be weaker if Terran can parry all of the pressure, but it can put on first lings and then quick mutas. That's kind of scary. Alright, there is going to be a second scout. First scout has not been queued to go to the top right.
Yeah, first scout seems to have gotten forgotten about. This second scout is going to run face first into a group of Zerglings and immediately get destroyed. And now Deadweight knows that this is going to be a similar scenario to last game. He
Alright,
does
quick
need
pull.
to block that ramp.
He gets the block. He has the 2 greens. That mischance is a pain. But it doesn't look like there's only 4 SCVs here. I think zztyu could have attacked, especially because SCVs do have a ranged attack. They do have uphill mischance. But they'd be repaired. Looks like Z just gonna expand, get
Yeah,
lair.
just fine posturing up. Just got the lings on a spread. They're probably on hold position.
Second SCV is gonna be able to identify that it's the same opening last time.
pretty bog standard follow up here.
We
Layer's
are
already
gonna
on the
have a
way. Speed on the
CC for
way.
deadweight. Good to see.
Oh, hey, that is a much faster command center than last time. Last time we saw that one base 2X Academy, and here it looks like it's going to be a command center with another barracks here, potentially for some light marine pressure. But
Like to see the SCV go back to -5, but I would put deadweight in a significantly better position in the game.
absolutely, yeah, no, his economy was very much delayed in the last game.
True
He
hatch
did force out.
lurker.
Oh, spicy. Oh
It's not gonna
my
be the same.
goodness. This, yeah,
And the academy
and
is a lot slower.
I am now. We did see Deadweight get a really early scanner in that last game, so I have to imagine that he's probably going to get that as soon as he possibly can. But that's still only, I mean, by the time the scanner finishes and the lurkers get there, I mean, you have what, 2 scans maximum, maybe 4, maybe. Aspect
That
is
definitely screws
almost
up the
done.
second gas. This is also more lings. Like, this is not something that without getting stabbed, especially without a wall. A bunker is definitely. Alright, enemies the scanner. The first hydras are on the way.
Hydra's on the way, and yeah, with Aspect is now done. So if we just rally these Hydra up to the front of Deadweight's base,
Right, 2 scanners.
he could.
Don't know if they're gonna be there in time, especially what he scans. This is such
Oh
a bad
man, watching
Hydra
these
placement.
drones, watching these drones. Oh, it's so painful. Oh, you got to be very
Honestly, it
careful.
could be worse. It
Be
could be a
very
lot
careful
worse.
about your building placement. It could be a lot worse. I want to see 3 drones on that thing to see how bad it actually really
Yeah.
looks. It looks
Alright.
pretty
He
bad.
scans the
Oh, the
lurkers.
scan! Scan's gonna see the lurkers. He knows.
Alright.
That
Gonna
means he only has
react.
1 scan left, though. If they come up and burrow outside his
Oh, he has
wall.
no scans. He scans the main and natural. There's only 1 lurker.
Jesus Christ, right set.
6 health. Oh no.
Oh my god! But he should have a scan.
Oh.
He should have. He. How does he not? I'm shocked he doesn't have any scans. I thought he only used one to scan the natural.
In the natural and the main.
Oh shit! Wow. And now it's going to be another 10 seconds or so, and that's given time for zztyu to get 3 lurkers up here. I'm not sure.
I
even
don't
when
like
the
that
scan
he's
finishes,
moving. He's abandoning his natural.
He's abandoning. Yeah, he's giving up his natural. Yeah, yeah. He must. I'm honestly not sure what else he would do in this position. I really don't think with the amount of units that he has that he could ever break that.
Right, he is gonna go tank much faster, but this is like so painful with the high ground ramp.
Yeah, he's getting that machine shop starport started as well. Although, I guess he eventually is going to want to try to get up into the science buses. But
You can't split on that ramp.
That's going to happen. Nope. That sucks. And I think that's going to be potentially the last scan. Now, there is this missile turret here, but I mean, once these get...
There's nothing there.
That's it. That's it. All the rest of the units could just a move, and Deadweight is going to leave the game. Whether or not Deadweight GG'd, I understand either way. That is a really unfortunate way to lose a game.
Hey, aim to zztyu. Better luck next time, Deadweight.
That is truly unfortunate.
that was our E-ish rank series. Our next series
E-ish.
is gonna be Lana is Hot versus Styx.
Lana's hot and Styx. Styx is amazing. One of the most probably one of the most active people in the CPL Discord. Fantastic Zerg player. Love chatting with him. I've learned a lot from him since I started playing Brood War.
Right. As
So
this
I'm
game
very excited.
starts, let Mav can do the introductions as I fix the overlay.
Alrighty. So here on Dragon's Lair in the lower right corner, we do have Lana is Hot, our Terran player in brown. And in the top left corner, we do have our teal Zerg player, Styx US. Styx US. I know he's not from the US, so I'm guessing that's Styxus or something along those lines. And this is going to be exciting. Like I said, this might actually be one of the first times I've seen Styx play, and I'm not sure if I've ever actually watched a replay of his. So, very excited to see what kind of game he pulls out here.
This
I literally said right at the very first time I cast a game, it was Lana, and I said that. I said lanaishot because I didn't know who he was. The first time I ever casted for it was a CPL match. I remember I was casting for CPL 9, and I just had no idea. But yeah, no, it is Lana's hot.
and for the curious, the Lana in question is Lana Lang
Lana Lang.
of Fame.
Indeed.
Great, that's set up. Nothing exciting has happened. Another not wall.
Yeah, interesting choice from Lana here to not wall at all. So maybe gonna expand with a bunker.
I don't know if Styx is no core pools or if people just aren't confident with the wall on this map.
Albert. Some side conversations going on in Twitch chat here. We got our scouts coming across the map. They are going to meet in the center as this overlord slowly makes its way over to the natural. And looks all very bog standard so far. Again, just need to see exactly how Lana wants to protect this command center that is almost certainly going to be going down here momentarily. We got the Marine here. And that is going to be it for now. Pool isn't quite done yet, so no fear of any aggression out of Styx. We'll have to see. How many lings is he going to make here
Oh,
off of his pool?
started. Oh,
One so
that's not even a
far.
ling. That's a drone.
No, he actually has not made any lings so far. That is Styx. You're fucking nuts, dude. That's actually crazy. If Lana had sent this one Marine across the map, he could be. If literally, if you just send a Marine and like an SCV across the map, I you got to do it. You
All
just got
right,
to do it. You
two lings
can't
are
let
gonna come
Zergs get
out
away
along
with this
this.
shit. You can't let Zergs get away with shit like this. There's so many games where I've been punished for not like even if you make two lings, that's not enough if they send both Marines. You really got to make four if you want to be safe.
He is gonna
But
send out the 3 Marines after seeing that there's only 2 lings. 2 more lings are gonna pop. But
well, these Marines are kind of splitting up a little bit.
one
One ling
one
is
ling
following this
has.
SCV, and this ling is going to get picked off here.
Okay, so these Marines
And
have the
Lana,
opportunity to be really annoying 6 here.
they really do. I'm glad to see him actually being
Another
active
Marine
with his
actually
early
walking
Marines.
across.
Yeah, why not?
Force the drone pull. walks home,
Yeah, yeah. No,
force
absolutely. I
force
mean,
2 more pairs of lings.
absolutely huge. Lana lost nothing to doing that. He lost absolutely nothing. Forced more lings, forced lost mining time. Absolute perfect move. And it looks like Styx wanted to make a hatchery, but it didn't make.
Gonna get a
He's
scout
got
out too.
he's got the money for a hatchery. There we go. I feel like that hatchery didn't make. That's a
Yeah,
little bit
it was pretty
unfortunate.
late. I think you're right. Right. Scouting SCV is still there. It is finally gonna get caught out by the speedlings, but Lana has seen exactly what's going on, I think.
Right side, I disagree. I feel like you should
Actually,
do that every
hasn't seen.
single time. If if you don't see 4 Zerglings off the pool, you really should just send your Marines across the map. If they only send 2, that's not enough to deal with the amount of Marines that you can have.
It
And
is
you just saw it
important
right
to keep
there.
scouting though, and make sure that they don't
Well,
make
yes,
more things. That's
that
why
is
it was
true.
so popular to walk your Marines halfway across the map and then just turn around and walk home. All right, Styx is the SCV, and the SCV is far away. Not going to turn up and check the third. Like Eclipse, this map has a third that's very easy to take, and fourths that are harder to take.
Yeah, that is actually a really nice third base location here. It's gonna be really comfortable, really easy for
Also gives the
Styx
triangle for
to
drop defense.
defend.
Right?
Yeah.
Styx is going up to 4 hatches. Kinda lazy on the Mutalisk. Not in a rush. Getting economy going. He's got. I was gonna compliment his saturation, but he's gonna have a pretty quick Evo. Um, so we might see Crazy Zerg.
That is a very fast evolution chamber. Normally, the earliest you would see that is maybe 7 or 8 minutes. So yeah, if we see Carapace start, yep, that's all. That is almost 115% crazy Zerg right there. So I really like this. I love seeing me some crazy Zerg transitions here.
Yeah, I mean it's a
So
good
we
map
should
to hold
be.
on 3 bases because it's easy to just make Sunken Flip here. Um, and that also kind of explains why he went so late on the Mutiny.
And the mutas aren't going to find a whole lot of damage. There is pretty decent turret coverage here from
There's a
Lana.
spot missing over there. Or here. So that could be annoying if he can go in and find it, but with 7 Mutalisks, like, I wouldn't be walking through 3 turrets.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be coming in from that angle. Once you see those turrets there, you definitely want to be turning around. Now, a little bit of a move out here from Lana is going to run into some lings, so Styx knows that he's moving out, is going to need to use those mutas to try to harass this, try to keep it away from his base, as since he's going Crazy Zerg, the defining factor of Crazy Zerg is that you skip lurkers, and this is where Zerg is most vulnerable. Styx really needs to figure out where this bio ball is. I think he might have actually lost it. His overlord's going to see it, which is not great. That's
Gonna
going to
come in
actually
for a
supply block it
backstab,
here.
but he's got one. Oh no, okay, he's going home.
Yeah, no, you don't. You want you want to be in the base when Terran is about halfway across
He
the
is
map
gonna
and
be able
is going to turn
to
around. And
kill this
yeah,
third.
yeah, this is really rough. This is where if you want to go crazy, Zerg, you definitely need to be a lot more active with those mutas. You need to make those mutas more of a threat. You need to make Terran uncomfortable. And unfortunately, at no point was Terran ever made uncomfortable here. And now this third base just is completely toast.
Yeah, this
This is a
puts
tough
Styx in
position.
a really unenviable position that I think most of us Zerg players have been in. When you're going crazy Zerg, you lose your third. You commit to crazy Zerg because like what else can you do?
What else can you do? I mean, yeah, you're kind of you're pretty much committed. I mean, Once the hive finishes, it's pretty much a matter of getting the Ultralisk Cavern down and hoping you can somehow hold on. We do have tanks coming out, so there's going to be a tank push, which is going to delay those science buses a lot. Science facility only halfway done.
These mutas can
Siege.
intercept the tanks. That would be huge. If they die to all this bio, that would be not good.
No!
So many mutas at such low health.
And Styx doesn't know about this yet, but he's going to find it out by accident. He is going to see that it is going to be a tank push, and he's going to have a chance to intercept the tanks, just kind of keeping these mutas on a reinforcement cutoff path. That's going to be a lot of free damage here for Styx. And is he going to get the tank, or is... Oh my god, Lana saved it, no way!
Yeah, I think Styx might have gotten a little bit greedy there and tried to kill all the bio and the tank without really microing it, because the tank was definitely snipeable. This isn't ideal either.
Styx trying to sneak a base in lower left, but Lana has a green down there, so he is aware that that exists.
Alright, Styx is still getting reinforcements, which is really good. The tank's first siege was too far. That was almost too close.
That was almost, yes, that was almost terrible. And Styx really committing to Ling Muta here. Thinks he doesn't have time to spend the money and wait for the Ultralisk Cavern. Probably correct in this scenario. So really just fully committing to Muta Ling to try and clean this up. There's another tank coming in position. He does have a chance to maybe pick that off. He's gonna try and come in here
okay, he
for the
finally snipes the tank. Oh, actually, he's gonna get all of this. Is he?
Yeah.
No, he's not. That's not enough mutalisks.
He should. Oh my goodness.
And he again, wow. he wasn't microing the mutas. Didn't look like he was focus firing the marines.
That is so unfortunate. And I don't think all of his mutas were together. There are those two mutas sitting in the natural. I don't think those were fighting with the rest of the units.
I think those might have spawned during the fight. He also lost the bottom left base. He has started a top right base since, but I think this game might be about to end.
Yeah, no, the natural's been broken, and all the circuits are gone. There's basically Styx is on 47 supply. Lana's taken out that hatchery that he was making at bottom left. There's like 3 control groups of units that are rallying up to join what we see on screen. It's, yeah.
There's
Styx
nothing
is going
left.
to leave this game any second. Yeah,
right, Styx is going to take off.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Again, we're seeing both from zztyu and Styx. You really can't afford to be lazy with your mutas. I mean, you got to make Terran uncomfortable, especially if you're going to go crazy Zerg. If you're going to be skipping those critical lurkers that normally would defend and hold you to hive, then yeah. You gotta harass Terran, or they're just gonna run you over like Lana did. So good job Lana keeping up on his macro and winning that game.
Yeah, that was honestly like textbook. He also just like got there just in time to kill the third. If Styx was a little bit more on top of his muta dogging of the bio ball, I think that could have gone a lot differently. All right, game 2, which is gonna be on Starfire Shard.
Alrighty, so here once again up in the top left, we do have our brown Terran player representing Keenest Prophecies. It is lanaishot.
And in our top
right corner,
we have our orange Zerg
player representing Vespane Junkies. It is Styxus.
Fighting going here.
Yeah, it'll be a minute here before we decide. We see what our players are going to decide to do here.
Why can I hear my voice coming? Huh.
You shouldn't be able to now. I had to turn my headphones off. You
Okay.
shouldn't be able to hear yourself anymore.
Um, your fault. Sounds great. All right. Nine pool.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, 9 pull coming out from Styx. I like to see it.
Again,
I'm always a fan of
Starfire Shard.
aggression.
He didn't wall the natural, so gonna have trouble with the wall or with the ramp.
And Styx
And he's gonna
is
first scout.
Styx is gonna yeah, is gonna first scout. Now it's gonna be interesting because nothing's being made on the natural location. So where is he gonna see this SCV coming out? I don't think he will. So he won't necessarily know that this is where Lana is. Might want to push a little bit further in and see if he can get a spot on that barracks.
This map has this
Let's
really annoying lack of wall here, so turrets here can like hit mutas and overlords that are here.
Oh, because it doesn't block line of sight. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's
Wow. Oh, that's crazy.
this is my favorite NSL map aside from that feature. That's a feature for
Yeah,
Terran,
no.
not for Zerg.
I
Okay.
that's something I never would have thought about, but yeah, not having that blind spot up there is pretty big.
He sees the SCV
Oh, huge.
just as
Is he
the
gonna
lings
send
are
the
coming
lings over
out.
there? He might assume that that's a scouting SCV and not like the
Okay, now he
initial.
definitely knows.
Now he definitely knows,
And the
and then
lings
he's gonna see the
have
Marine.
dodged the SCV. Styx has
Lana
Lana
has
has no
no
idea.
idea. Lana has no idea this Marine is about to get
I
wrecked.
have intentionally used my scouting
And
overlord to bait the Marines out before. I think it's over. It's not
I
over,
think
but
this. Oh man.
that's a good
Oh,
drill.
the drill. Oh, the drill. Really nice drilling here, getting those SCVs further up the ramp, really messing up the pathing of these Zerglings here.
Yeah, I
Messing
think
up the
that was a
surface
mistake
area.
from Styx. I think in that scenario, you just click on SCVs.
I think Styx might have had a chance to click down the ramp.
For sure.
But it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Although even if he clicks down this way, like then he's stuck by SCVs in the building. But this is so much
it's
damage
fine.
for a 9 pool.
Yes, yes. No. Lana's completely crippled right now. He wants his command center should be like halfway done, and instead he had to make a bunker.
15
So
SCVs to 13.
feels really fucking bad. That I don't know if Lana watched this. Oh no! Oh no!
You know, 15
Oh what?
SCVs to 11.
What happened here?
The Lings were rallied across the map, and the rally point never changed.
Oh no! Oh dear,
This is
that
actually
is
a
really rough.
good.
This
Fauna.
actually is.
Gonna
Where are the
force
rest
more
of the lings?
Lings.
Did they? And they all. Wow! And Styx lost all the lings from the initial move out. So yeah, he's got to force more. Now Lana's not going to get the lost
4
mining time
pairs
like
of
he did last time.
Lings. That's
4
brutal.
pairs of lings. That could have been 4 drones plus the 2 drones that are sitting down here. Honestly, suddenly this isn't looking as bad for Lana anymore.
Yeah, because
I
you
mean,
gotta
you
look
don't.
at
It's
this
not.
and
It's
subtract 2 drones until he figures this out. It'll be funny if he just expands here as
literally,
a third.
literally. I mean, he might as well. Like. But the thing is like it's actually if you're going for a
This is a lot
spire.
of Zerglings. Speed is almost done.
Oh, Styx is hard committing here. He's gonna try to catch. Oh my goodness, there's no medics yet. Oh my goodness, these Marines are.
Not the best
He's all
engaged by the
dead.
Lings, but it's good enough. And all the Marines are gonna go down.
My God, and now all map control for Terran is completely shut down, and there's a Hydralisk dead.
We're gonna see our second 9 pool into 2-hatch lurker game of the night, but this is gonna get scouted immediately by Stick or by Lana.
Where did that SCV come from? Did that SCV just walk in from the natural?
It scouted down here and then walked in. Yeah, maybe it was
Oh, wow.
while the lings were out. So I really have no idea what's gonna go on. What's gonna happen? A lot of
I
Marines
think as
died.
Lana, I think as Lana, you just make a second bunker.
The drones are coming back.
He finally saw that. Okay. I think as Lana, you just make a second bunker. I think you're fine if you just make a second bunker. I don't think you can really break that. I mean, you need scans or you need some sort of detection up there.
The eBay's just
But
started. But
here's the eBay. But I mean,
it'll finish in time.
Aspect isn't done yet, and it takes slow hydralisks about 3 years to walk across the map. So that's plenty of time to get turrets up.
Another little move out. Forcelings. It looks like Styx is getting a Queen's Nest, is going to transition to a Defiler rush. Yes.
That is really interesting. Third base here at 3 o'clock for Styx. So just really skipping Muta and interesting. So last game we skipped Lurkers. This game we're skipping Muta, and now this is actually kind of working out in Styx's favor because Lana is overreacting as expecting a bust. He doesn't know that there's more tech coming behind this. Could just be, yeah, it looks like we are just trying to get to Dark Swarm as fast as possible to potentially bust that way. I'm a little bit surprised I really thought maybe this was going to be a straight lurker bust, but I guess since Lana saw it, there's no reason to try to commit to it. Just play defensively, get your tech up. You know that you're in an okay-ish spot because of how much you delayed Lana's command center. Although the drone count for Styx right now is not looking... It's looking acceptable. It's not looking amazing.
Yeah, and a bunker is not that much damage, and no mutas to force other turret. There's the Defiler
Absolutely.
Mound. Like, it kind of looks like this is gonna... The position's gonna sort of collapse to like 3 patch lurk on location. I think that Styx is pretty significantly behind by the worker count.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lana's continuing to produce. I mean, he was at 40, now he's at 46 on 2 base. That's fantastic. And in that time, Styx has only made 4 more drones because he's really trying to get as many lurkers out as he possibly can. Consume just now starting.
Consume starting, Spire starting.
Do we have... I don't see any macro hatches anywhere, which is unfortunate because Styx just doesn't have a lot of... Well, of course he doesn't have any macro hatches, he doesn't have any money because he doesn't have enough drones. And
yeah, he has powered a bunch of drones, and now his drone count is looking good, but there's this attack coming.
But this push, I think, is just going to kill him.
He needs to make Sunkens, like, now.
Yeah, no. There's no way. He's
hold
got a
position
few
lurkers in the wrong spot.
He's got a few lurkers in different places.
He's actually gonna be fine. The Defilers are gonna consume.
Is it gonna? It's so close.
It takes time to kill this stuff. Just one tank. It would be really funny if you managed to catch them later with the, but I have to imagine a vessel's coming soon. Oh, a dropship. The science facility.
A dropship. The facility's not even done yet. Wow, really?
Nidus
a little
is
bit late on
that. Here, so gonna have to come around the difficult way if he wants to defend this. But I don't actually know it. Yeah, Lana has no idea that this base is here. Lana thinks.
Oh, wow! He didn't even check. Wow, Lana thinks it's 2 base.
And this is a push out. It's gonna. I assume he's gonna pick up these lurkers.
He's actually just gonna go straight for the natural. He's actually just gonna try to... Wow. So there are a couple of tanks up here.
The Defiler is lagging behind. pretty...
burrowed. Lurkers are... It's really
The
annoying
tank's
how
not
how
sieged.
slow
He scanned, but the
lurkers
tank
are.
wasn't
They just...
sieged.
Lee! Well, this is how you potentially win a game of DBT.
There's one more
having,
Dark Swarm. There's no Lings up here. But there's no vessel. The first vessel just started.
There's no vessel, and I really wish that Styx would move up the rest of his units. He's got like 3 more lurkers sitting in his natural.
There's a drop going on, which is gonna get held. But a lot of drones are dead.
All the drones.
There's no defiler
like,
here.
35 to 40.
There's only one defiler over here. And he needs to get through the Midas. Oh, but it looks like there's no tank here.
There's no tank, and he's got plenty of there's like 4 lurkers up there, I think, so that's plenty. The Dark Swarm is still
the defiler dies to the tank.
He
there's still no vessel. Okay, the vessel's...
the defiler died. Oh, he had a tiny opportunity to maybe get Lings on top of that one tank that's down there. That one tank is really the
all
one
the Marines are dead. I don't think it matters.
All the Marines are dead.
Nothing's blocking the ramp.
Get those Lings down the ramp. Get on top of that Terran production.
On hold position.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Lings are on top of the siege tanks. Okay, there is a Marine that's gonna save them. But
I so badly need Styx to take these units and get them down this ramp. Oh, there's another drop over here behind.
It killed a lot of drones.
There are so few drones left. Oh! Let's go!
Styx is super all in.
Legend! What a legend! He actually infested the natural command center of Lana. What a god.
I didn't catch if he researched any abilities for the Queen. Okay, he got a new defiler up here. He needs to burrow the lurkers. They don't attack unless they're burrowed.
He also needs more Lings up here. He has like no Zerglings for more swarms.
He has $20. Oh my god, the Scourge stops following. Scourge are the dumbest unit in the game.
Scourge are actually the dumbest unit in the game, so now all the drones that were left for Styx are going to go down. Which, really, he really needs to get a Dark Storm down here and get on top of this production.
Okay, he got 1 Ling here in time.
And, oh my goodness, okay, so he is more or less on top of the barracks. So now
there's fire bats.
Killing units to take them out. There's fire bats, but they're not enough.
Irradiate's almost done. Once Irradiate's out, you can clean this up, but the damage has really been done. Okay, there's gonna be a parasite on both vessels, which is really annoying.
The thing is, Styx isn't remaking, and he isn't mining.
Styx is macroing his heart out. But yeah, there's a lot of drones that are...
Yeah,
got 11
he's not
drones.
Mining. He's not mining, and he's not remaking drones. So this is... I'm actually a little bit scared from Styx right now.
Yeah, this game is super close.
Like, Lana's gonna clean this up here with these tanks. There's just not a critical mass here for Styx. And, I mean...
Lana does have another CC that's working on building drones. For building SCVs also.
Yeah, Styx has 12 drones. I think Styx has kind of thrown this game.
Yeah, he's making drones now.
I'm not sure that he can recover this in time, because now all these units are cleaned up, so now now Lana can send SCVs over to the southern base.
Got 2 lurkers here, and a lurker here.
Lana can't do anything immediately.
But the worker count is so high.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Styx has almost no economy to speak of. Uh,
if he canceled this, then that would be something. But like, I don't think he landed the command center to block the SCV.
yeah, when he lifted that command center for a moment when it first started getting attacked, and I was like, wait a second, just leave that there and delay Alana from retaking his natural for that much
Yeah,
longer. Might as well.
I agree with Styx that his only hope right now is to just pump workers, but
Yes. Yes.
you know, Lana's gonna
And a
double
ninja
expand.
expansion, here from Lana. I absolutely love it. I mean, he's got more than enough workers to saturate. He's got just enough of an army here that, honestly, what does Styx have? What does he have? There's one lurker and one defiler at his third. There's a couple of lurkers here that are about to get sniped. That one isn't even going to burrow before it dies. And, okay, there are SCVs being transferred down to bottom left. But, I mean,
There's one
there's
defiler that's at the wrong
there's
base.
one there's one defiler, and
Lurker
yeah,
is
there's there's
irradiated.
only one lurker there. Like, those aren't even stacked. It's one lurker. He's gonna put this lurker down. He's gonna get one swarm off, but it's not gonna matter. Swarm doesn't protect buildings, and there's only one other lurker here. I think Styx is just dead. This is really unfortunate.
Crazy game though.
Absolutely bananas game. I mean,
So many workers.
my hats off to Lana for not giving up. I mean, the drops. The drops are what kept him in the game. He killed pretty much every single drone that Styx had. Styx was down to like 11 drones at one point from like 40. And that's why Lana's in the position that he is now. He was able to keep his workers alive. And Styx just wasn't. So that's pretty much gonna do it. I mean, these units here are irradiated. There's literally one lurker left. Nope, that lurker's dead. And now
That's gonna
there's
be it.
nothing. That's gonna be
A
it.
very
From
cool
Styx.
game. Another. Oh, great. A short break before our last series of the night. Because it is gonna be our S rank 5 versus All right. You hear, Lefkin?
Yes. Let's get into it. Let's get into this last set. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, I heard this was a good one. I've got a jar of peanut butter, a spoon, and a glass of milk.
Hell yeah, brother.
Breakfast of champions.
I am always looking forward to learning from the best Zergs. And we definitely have some representation here in the bottom right-hand corner. You have probably seen him on some of the old Artosis Pro League, North American Pro League casts. It is Protoss player G5. And in the top left corner, also occasionally making appearances on the North American Pro League streams, it's the Blue Zerg Stryker.
Stryker is the
Always
highest MMR player in this tournament, as far as I can tell.
that is not surprising to me in the least. Again, both of these players really, 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 really strong. Among the strongest of their races among the foreigner community, so it is always an exciting time to see a match between them, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle some of these slightly different maps too, as we do like to have some slightly different maps in the pool for the NOM Star League.
That can't.
So it looks like we have Scout right after Pylon here for G5, so it looks like it's going to go ahead and be a Forge expand. There is that Forge, and 9 pool, I believe.
Overpool.
Overpool. I'm sorry. I missed the Overlord in the production tab. That's my bad.
We're so used to 9 pools after the other 2 series.
That is true. So pretty standard opening here from both sides. Really nothing too terribly tricky. Might.
How do you do the thing
Nope,
to
not
follow
even
a
gonna
unit?
try to. I think you can hold spacebar to follow the unit.
Yeah.
It's not the best. There's like a different way to do it. I think you right click it. I think.
Ooh, that is much smoother.
It. That's it. I knew there was a better way to do it.
I was hoping. Oh, and it stays, so I can eat my peanut butter.
Yeah, it stays. Yeah. Yeah, it stays. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You know how to upgrade your boy dinner? Add chocolate chips to the peanut butter.
Add chocolate chips to the peanut. There you go. There is something in the bottom left here.
Proxy 99.
Oh! Wow! A fake Forge expands.
Gonna get scouted.
Fake Forge expand, and
I think it's gonna get scouted.
Oh, it might. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gallons. If you right-click the name, I think that's what it does.
That's only when you're observing a live game.
Oh, I see. All right. We got to take off G5's vision. We got to see if Stryker sees this. He should see the one on the right. He might just barely miss it, though. He might just barely miss that gateway on the right. Oh my God, he's gonna miss it! Oh no,
he's gonna see it. He's gonna see it.
Is the lane gonna see it? Is the lane gonna see it? No, the Overlord, stop moving! Oh my God, he's not gonna see it! Oh my God!
He should, however, see the Zealot.
He's just barely not gonna see it, but G5's holding the Zealots. You want to hold until you have 3. I think you always hold. Till 3. And in this scenario, I mean, that is the perfect choice. This is crazy. What? This Overlord just barely doesn't see it. And Stryker's even sending lings, like, to all corners of the map looking for any kind of funny business. And I feel like G5 must have labbed this out. I seriously feel like he must have labbed this one out. The Wide Walkers have not been spotted. It is true. G5 is about to wide walk all over Stryker. He's really holding these back. I'm blown away right now.
It looks like he's gonna move with 7.
I thought he would send at 3. But yeah, if he's not gonna move now. Yeah, he's got 6 here. This is ridiculous. What does Stryker even have at home right now? I mean, he's droning up. He's got a lair. He's hitting his drone counts. He's got there's the spire, and now he sees it for the first time. He sees zealots just out of absolute fucking nowhere, and now just scrambling to turn all the larvae that he has into zerglings. There is a creep colony going down at the 3rd.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna sack the natural, which cool, but I don't.
I mean, yeah, he's just gonna split the zealots up from the lane. He's got one's hitting the fire there. Now he's trying to take out some drones, fight some lings. If he can keep
The
his
sunken's
count
very
low,
productive. Okay. And never mind, the sunken is gonna go down unless these drones can push out the zealots real good.
Oh man! Oh, he's trying really hard. Oh my goodness! I think he's gonna keep this alive. Oh, the zealot comes around the spawning pool and is just barely gonna take out this the sunken colony. But that's several zealots
speed.
dead.
He has
Yes,
like 12 lings.
there's plenty of lings here. I think G5 might have waited a little bit too long. Like, it was just long enough that Stryker has enough drones in order to make sure that he can produce enough lings in order to take out all the zealots. And now Stryker has stabilized. Oh! What?
Unmuta?
What?
Like, eventually. Stryker is
I
still up workers. Stryker lost like 3 workers during that. I think he was at 23. It was like 23 to 12 earlier, and he's got 6 on the way. And the hatchery never went down. Stryker is definitely wrong decision.
I genuinely cannot believe that G5 got the spire. That's so crazy.
Looks like you make it the hatchery.
Oh, he's absolutely gonna get the hatchery. Yeah, those zealots are very annoying, keeping the zerglings from moving down the ramp in order to try to save that. Wow, look at the micro here from G5, just delaying these zerglings from coming down the ramp for as long as possible, and does secure the kill on that hatchery. And is gonna go ahead and send these zealots up here. Yeah, he could kill the sunken colony up here.
And the sunken not in it as easy. Got the link red.
He does have the lings ready. Yeah, he's got enough there. And now with these links coming up, some goons coming across the map. That's an interesting choice.
There's no follow-up from, or at least no second base follow-up.
Yeah, no, he's as majorly all in as it gets. There's something. Is that just the Overlord down by the gateways?
No, that's the Mutalisk.
Oh, it's the Mutalisk. The Mutalisk is slowly picking away at this pylon. But the Dragoon's going to chase it away. Now there's fighting going on in the natural as G5's Dragoons are getting picked off.
I don't think 2
and
Dragoons beat a sunken colony without the link.
You know what? You're probably right. And now with speed, these lings are going to chase down these units.
There are more minis on the way. Fire has built a patch. Or gas even.
So, and now, really, the only hope here for G5 is these Dark Templar that he's making. Really hoping that some invisible men can do some real miracles for him here. We do have... Yeah, we do. Looks like we do have plenty of detection, and the lings are going to take down this pylon, so no more production out of these gateways. And in fact,
no Dark Templar. One of them.
I see that. What? Yeah, one of them's building out from over there. So yeah, one gate production, and G5 is going to go ahead and put down a Nexus and see if he can keep this game going somehow. I don't think Stryker can actually kill him, especially with the Dark Templar there.
I've muted.
Okay, I take that back. Looks like yeah, is there a cannon in his main mineral line?
I don't think. Yeah, there was one. I've muted. And can't make High Templar for an arc.
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't realize he left. I missed him leaving that game. So good job to yeah. GG's. Let's go ahead and let's get that scoreboard updated here.
Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna do that as we start the next game. Great hold by Stryker.
That was an incredible hold by Stryker. Honestly,
what a game!
Genuinely incredible hold for he he did not see any of that. Like all of that was on reaction, which was pretty crazy.
I know it's the same teams, but okay, yeah, it is Stryker on Vespine Junkies and G5.
So here we are on our next map here, Starfire Shard in
it's Nightmare.
Sorry, Nightmare in the 12 o'clock base. We do have our Protoss player, G5, with some crazy banana pants cheese last game. Fake Forge Expand into 9-9 double gate. And showing off an amazing ability to hold cheese that he did not see coming is our Blue Zerg player, Stryker. G5 thinks that if he killed the Spire sooner, before the mutas popped out,
well,
that he would have had it. He might have been right.
I feel like that first muta came out pretty, like, it started pretty early. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, return. No shit, dude. that hold was so many levels of insane. It's like I don't even know what the fuck I was looking at the entire time. And we do see a gate expand here from G5.
I think what we were looking at was one of the best North American Zergs.
Genuinely. Like, no trolling here. Like, these are genuinely among the best players of the races that you will see outside of Korea. And that game definitely showed off, you know, McRib said it before, Stryker is the highest MMR player in this tournament, and that's what happens when you're the highest player MMR in a tournament. You get to show off incredible holds like that. But here we have a much more standard-looking overpool versus gateway expand situation. Stryker going to get his natural hatchery down with no problems.
Yeah, it looks like both of them are second scouting.
And because it's a 3-player map, you're okay with that as Zerg because you still get your Overlord right in the good position outside their natural.
Oh.
Looks like we went for 4 Zerglings off the pool.
Some people know that it's a gateway expand by the scout timing. I sure don't. Stryker's not going to see the Zealot. But the Zealot is also not going to see the Lings, and so this Zealot is going to pull back and
But Zealot actually, okay, there is a Zealot that's moved. That second Zealot did move out onto the map, saw the Lings going towards the gateway, it's going to move back. First Zealot getting into the natural now, going into the main base, teaming up with the probe here to harass the Zerglings that are sitting at home for Stryker. Stryker's Lings over in G5 space already dead now. What can this Zealot get done? And are the other Zealots back at home for G5 is going to move down here?
Those Lings come out just in time.
It's a really good micro from Stryker to pick off that probe
Yeah.
and then go for the zealot. Second zealot moving out
Oh,
here. Oh,
this is a
nope, that's a
probe.
probe. Sorry.
The first
Another,
one was too. It's okay. Um,
uh,
there's, uh, yeah. Looks like E5 is done being aggressive for now. I'm just trying to scout. What? There's no. There are minerals here. It's just not showing up.
that is really
I
interesting
bet I
that the
had
minerals
Striker's
just.
vision off whenever the drone went there.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Right, follow-up move out here from G5, sensing that this might be the time where Stryker was making drones instead of lings, might be able to get a little bit of damage done here
Gonna
with
force
these three
four
zealots.
pairs of lings. Combined with the three lings that are still alive, should be enough to deal more than enough to deal with three zealots. As long as they can
Do
all join up.
the probe is still alive, so let's not rule that out as the factor here. Getting on top of all these units here, the probe is going to go down now,
All right,
and
good
decent micro
surround.
out, and wow, just absolutely eviscerating these zealots. That one zealot behind the minerals is not going to live for very long. This one's going to poke his head up into the main. We'll see that lair, but get no
And the
other info. Well,
Spire.
you'll see the spire, and actually, decent micro here. Gonna take a few more links out and try to get a drone, but not quite.
Gotta say, Striker's lings look like they do more damage than mine. Great. Stargate opener. Only one Stargate. So again, more standard play.
Yep,
I
one
would be
Stargate going straight into that Citadel for legs. Sorry, go ahead.
I would be a little surprised if Striker went mutas. Certainly not heavy mutas, just because there's no third gas until he gets a fourth base.
No third gas. We could potentially see the standard 5 muta opener potentially. He is somewhat close to the gas for that. We'll have to see what he decides to make. Getting that drone count up here.
Right. Scourge.
Yep, 2 Scourge.
The Hydrogen. Yeah, this
Scourge
is
are what? Yeah, that's exactly what you expect to see to deal with the Corsair that's going to be on its way shortly.
Corsair 2 to Scout. This is the standard as it gets.
Literally as standard as it could possibly get, and in fact, oh man, there was a couple of decent chances at potentially picking off that first Corsair. I'm a little surprised Striker's not trying to use those other ones to intercept. He really wants to get scouting off here. So he's going to see there's a cannon in there. He's up to 3 gates now.
Got one
No
Scourge hit
other
off.
Corsair on
That's
the way.
crazy. They were like on top of each other. Alright, he sees the next
They really
Corsair.
were. Yeah, no, those skirts really were on top of each other. So legs about 70% done here. So Striker going to take these zealots and start moving across the map. And now here are some mutas on the way for Striker. It looks like he's going to go up to 5, maybe 6 mutas to try to help deal with this push. Looks like a handful of Hydra and some Sim City here are going to
No
be
sunken at the
the
natural.
line of defense.
Third looks impregnable.
Looks like
Unimpregnable.
in the natural, but we've got some Hydra here, and we've got some Lings here trying to choke up there's the decent Sim City
G5's
here,
gonna get.
and now there's
I heard
you got like maybe
3 drones. Yeah.
maybe 4, maybe 5. I want to say that was maybe 5 drones for a control group of zealots.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I heard 3, but it got loud at one point. I wasn't looking at the counter. but instantly goes back up to 35 drones.
So that's a lot of zealots to be donating in order to not get that much economic damage. And honestly, like, yeah, I mean, Stryker has more drones than G5 has probes. I'm not an expert at StarCraft, but I don't think that's supposed to happen. And their supplies are also equal, which generally is pretty bad for Protoss. So right now, just posturing up at the natural is Stryker trying to keep an eye on what's going on. Yeah, we do. That is true. We do have plenty of Corsairs here for G5. 6, in fact. A number that Stryker definitely cannot deal with.
No +1 though. But I guess if you're going up to 7, you don't need +1. But 44
You should,
drones.
this is game 2, by the way. Should probably put the 1-0 up.
Thank you. I'm new to this. All right, there we go. There's a way to get
Looks like
OBS
there
to
might
show
have
Twitch
been...
chat, but I don't know it.
There was something down
There was a zealot.
at 6 o'clock.
It was a zealot. We saw it
okay.
earlier. All right.
Yeah, it just got
Another
up.
little move out. The Templar are struggling to get out. 6 mutas and 6 scourge against 6 corsairs. Excellent moving shot by G5. That's really annoying.
That was really good.
Stryker has to sacrifice the.
But...
Yeah, no kills. Stryker has to, or 1 kill. There were 7, I think. Stryker has to sacrifice the scourge to get away with.
Got any of them. I didn't think he got any of them.
The kill might have been
got one
earlier.
But now it looks like we've got a bit of we got another move out here from G5. Storm is done. We've got some Templar here along with these speed lots, and 1-1 should be done. I know I saw Protoss armor upgrading a little bit ago, so
oh my god,
it's an insane storm. It's not even a storm drop. He just walked up and stormed all the drones in an absolute massacre, and is going to go ahead and kill this hatchery as well. Oh my goodness, what a huge push here from G5.
Yeah, this whole army is going to die, but that's such a pain. Stryker doesn't care. Stryker goes right back up to 45.
He goes right
with
back up
9
to
more drones on the way.
9 more on the way, and still more supply than G5. So in a truly commanding position here with what looks to be a 4th base there, right below the 3rd. So
G5 traded an army for drones, and a hatchery. 2 hatcheries, maybe.
Yeah,
or
he's
no,
up
1
what?
hatchery.
He's up like 20 drones, it looks like, and quite a bit of supply.
Yeah, he's got a 4th base. It's saturated. He's just started a 7th hatch. 8th hatch. Stryker is, still in a defensive posture, but G5 has to do something, otherwise he's just going to get rolled over.
No, he is actually going to get rolled over while Stryker takes every single base on the map. That's definitely what you want to do in a position like this. I mean, it's genuinely difficult to break a turtling 2-base Protoss. So in a position like this, you really just want to macro your heart out, take every base on the map. Where's that 3rd Nexus? How is he supposed to get out on the map to take a 3rd Nexus? Any probe that gets out on the map is going to get obliterated. There is no way that G5 can 3rd at this point.
Protoss is 1-1. Zerg is 2-0, and adding on 2 more Evos.
Yeah, no, Stryker's been on top of his upgrades. He's got more supply. He's got a better quality army.
I'm gonna
It's just
study this
everything.
game. Like,
e- Everything right now is massively in favor of Stryker. G5 is macroing well. He is finally ahead. In fact, if you consider the fact that Stryker has about 15 more workers than G5, G5's got a significantly bigger army.
yeah, like 50 supply bigger army, but
Like a significantly
a
bigger army.
lot of Sunkens. No Sunkens over here, but a lot of Lurkers over here. Like, Striker's in a big defensive stance. I don't know what these
Yeah,
Hydras
I
here
mean,
are doing. I guess they're trying to deny a third. Or pick off Templar.
you definitely do not want to let G5 get a third here. That would be one way that he could potentially maybe grind his way back into this game. He
It
is going to
looks
come
like
down.
he wants to just shove through Striker's army and just end the game. Like, he breaks through the Lurker line almost like it's not there. And he's been
He
saving
actually
his
broke through that
storms.
really quickly.
There weren't a lot of Lurkers. Okay, I lied. He used all of his storms.
So the
But
Hydra numbers are looking pretty thin here. We've still got plenty of speed lots. And now, I mean, like you said, the Lurker line has been broken. There's still a couple of Templar here. It doesn't look like they have energy for Storm just yet. But as more units are hatching here for Stryker, desperately trying to defend this natural, I think G5 might have found his one timing. There are some units brewing here, but we still got observers, and he's going to drop a storm. Almost stormed his own observer there. That would have been a bit scary and tragic. But I think G5 maybe has just barely done it. He's going to go
he
ahead.
killed the Hydra
and
Den.
He killed the Den. No more Hydra coming. Those two High Templar are going to turn into an Archon.
Like, Striker can't make anything.
Wow! Wow! G5.
6 Sunkens over at this fourth, but like,
But
yeah.
he can go up into the main and kill all the tech, and Striker's gonna GG. Wow!
I maintain what I said.
Amazing!
Yeah.
An amazing decision from G5 to he knows he has to go for an attack, and you look at that, and you have to decide in that moment, do I attack now? Do I wait to max up more units? Like, that was an amazing decision. Something, by the way, got messed up with the screen share when you fix the scoreboard. It looks really, really weird. So before we go into the next game, go look at your like re-share your screen.
Yeah.
No, like. Oh, are you sharing OBS?
I'm sharing OBS so that you can't see the timeline.
It looks, I don't, something happened and it looks really bad. Okay, now it looks better. I don't know what you just did.
I
It
had
looks
something
way better.
selected.
Yeah. No, it looked really, really bad for like the last 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry about that. It's from when I changed the scoreboard.
Right.
All right. So our first and final game 3 of the night. We're gonna go into G5 versus Striker game 3.
The best set of the night, delivering as promised.
On Tier of the Comet.
One game that was pretty cheesy. One game that was pretty standard. And yeah, I mean, my hat's off to G5 for making that happen. I mean, he had exactly one way to win that game. He had one timing to do it, and he found it and he executed. And sometimes that's just how Brood War goes. I mean, it was a massive advantage in every other aspect for Stryker, other than the army size.
Right.
Oh, this is an interesting
Okay,
looking map. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't maintain the vision.
We're gonna reveal it for a little bit. Yeah. So, Striker, G5.
Yeah, let's take a look
Tier
at
of the
this
Comet.
map. This is interesting. This is interesting.
This is a neat map. It was game 1, so Of course, all of my NSL matches since then have had this the pool, um, or have had this like as somebody's second choice. Uh, I don't like this map very much. I think it's really hard as Zerg to attack like early on, because it is hard to push up this into a natural. And like, yeah, you can push down this, but if they
Ooh,
get on this,
yeah, that reminds me of Invader,
it reminds me
which I
of
was not a huge
Pantheon.
fan of.
Um,
Yeah. Oh,
oh,
Yeah, that's a Pantheon
it's a
feature,
little
100%.
face. I love
It
it.
is a little face. It's a little face. I can't unsee that now.
Um,
That's very cute.
a lot of little faces.
And we do
This is
see
definitely a
looks like
little
it's a
face.
there's a little face. We got a gate.
One
Gate
base
on
tech
the one base gate opening
with
here
gas.
from G5. And
Another
we do
overpool.
have that spawning pool here, overpool. Gonna go ahead and try to get that scout off, get that hatchery down. Let's turn that vision off now that we're done
Yeah.
looking at the map.
Scouting.
So, Striker's Overlord here, scouting cross map, will eventually get over to that natural, but we got to see what kind of fun stuff G5 has cooked up for us here. I'm guessing it's going to be one base Robo,
Yeah, I was gonna say
like
Reaver also. Could be
yeah, one base Reaver.
one base Stargate though. Um, which would make sense with how consistently Striker's been going Spire. Although that'll probably we'll see what he does once he scouts the one base.
Yeah, I mean it's and when exactly is he going to scout it? I mean, he's got Lings moving across the map here, so they are going to it's one base Stargate. One base Stargate. What is the theory behind this? I'm not even sure what you do with this.
You kill every overlord.
Every single overlord. I see.
If they go
Well,
Spire before Hydrogen, I think that they just can't have stuff in time. I mean, Gas is barely done. Gas and Stargate are finishing at the same time. This as soon
and the two
as
zealots block the ramp perfectly. So Stryker knows it's a one base play, but he doesn't know if it's Reaver or what.
as I
The
understand,
Royal Stove. Yeah. Oh, he might be doing it. He might. Oh, he's making a scout. I mean, the scout makes more sense to me than anything else. Is he actually doing the Royal Stove? Is that what we're actually seeing in 2025?
I do not know what the Royal Stove
Oh,
is.
I have heard of this build once. I've heard people talk about it, and I remember reading about it on Liquipedia. It's literally like one of the earliest like one base builds, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Return can probably give us
Makes
more
sense. It's
information and
basically
push back.
1-1-1, but Protoss.
Yeah, I never really thought about the fact that it's Protoss 111. Uh,
And then he's getting a
so
Citadel
yeah,
to follow up with Speedlot.
yeah. Scout into yeah. Return said the autumn build. If he's doing the Royal Stove at 1-1, I don't know. Scout into Dark Templar, into Dark Archon, into Arbiter. That's what Return says this is probably going to be. This is
He
actually
canceled the Hydrogen.
fucking insane.
He canceled the Hydrogen. The Spire just started.
Oh. Uh what's gonna happen now when he sees the scout? Like there's literally nothing he can do about the scout.
Move the drones one at a time back and forth between the bases. Okay,
I
the
guess,
Overlords are
the
gonna be...
Overlords are gonna just start. They're gonna start dying really fast because Scouts actually do insane air-to-air damage. Like, it's actually insane. And it's actually going to be, yeah, they kill overlords a lot faster than one or two corsairs. So I mean, he's getting the same thing that
He
you
built a
were saying.
hydroden
He's
down
killing all the
here.
overlords. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I mean, he's forced to make overlords right now, and he's
Got
trying
overlords. Now he
to.
needs hydras.
I'm trying to figure out where he's got some overlords hidden.
There's
I
2
know
over
he's got
here.
one.
There's one
There's
over
one
here.
up, yeah, over there.
And
Okay,
that's all of
so there
them.
are 2 over at the third. So if this scout went over to Striker's third, he could kill a couple of overlords over there, and that would be really bad for him. This is interesting. I'm really curious. So here is
There's an Archon.
a regular Archon, not exactly what I was expecting, and Zealot legs.
Yes, sell it. That makes sense to me. He's
So we
coming
have
out with
gotten
5 mutas. He's
a little
starting
bit of
2 cannons.
damage to the economy, forcing those extra overlords out. The Archon and the cannons are going to be more than enough to deal with these muta. So it really is just going to come to what is the follow-up going to be. I Wow. I mean, I don't think Stryker can kill G5 because of the cannons, but I also don't think G5 can ever expand. I'm not sure how this.
I mean, all the
works from
mutas
here.
are.
Well, if you're gonna fly right over the Archon, I mean.
Okay, he snipes the scout.
Did snipe the scout. That was pretty big. But I mean, these muta are severely bad right now.
And you can't just dance around the Archon forever because there's 4 Dragoons.
Right. Yeah. No, you can't.
He's making
like,
hydras.
He can't go anywhere near those goons. Yeah. But is he gonna have enough? This is actually a pretty scary.
I kind of want him to
deal with.
backstab. Yeah. There's nothing guarding the ramp.
No, Yeah. No, that's that's what they're gonna have a little base race here. And in fact, these goons popping out, like, he can't fight those because those muta are so bruised from the Archon.
Alright,
Now,
he has a
he's got
sunken hydras.
and that actually looks pretty unbreakable.
He cancels the Nexus, but all the mutas die.
Oh my god.
Looks like we got a game. They're both going home.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah, no, G5 recognizes that he's not going to break this natural anytime soon, and he didn't even know about this third base, but the Zealot's going to find it. He knows he's not going to get any damage over there, and really, we're just going to go into a macro game from here. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, workers were pretty even, but like...
What's happening at the Protoss natural? What's happening?
Zerglings.
Oh, Lings are just going in and trying to harass the Nexus, but this Nexus is going to get up, and I mean, What even happens from here? I mean, we've got Templar. I can't imagine we have Storm. I would guess that G5 is going to start it once he has the gas. Lurker Aspect and Overlord Speed coming from Stryker here, so...
Yeah, now this just feels like a game where Stryker's ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to transpose into something that looks like something like a normal position, but yes. Stryker is definitely going to be ahead. I feel like, honestly, he could take a 4th if he wanted to, but probably better to wait for a higher Hydra count and for Aspect to be done. And yeah, I mean, very healthy drone count from Stryker. G5's pro count is kind of low, but obviously there isn't really that much for him to saturate right now, and that'll pick up once he gets this Nexus online.
G5's army is still significantly bigger than Stryker's.
That is true.
Like, if not for the Sunkens, G5 could just push through. So, I'm hoping we don't see a repeat of the last game where Stryker droned up ad infinitum and then G5 just walked in and killed him.
Yeah, well, I mean, right at the perfect timing and with very good execution on choosing the spot that he broke, executing the break. I mean, it was all very good, very well executed from G5. We'll
Oh,
have to see if he can do
absolutely.
that again here.
Um,
Storm about halfway done. So that's about the time that he could be looking at potentially moving across the map to one of these
it
bases.
looks like he's just sweeping zone third bases so he can expand, clearing any lings or
Str-
overlords that are hanging out.
Stryker taking the bottom right main for his fourth base. Aspect is done. Is he remaking? Wait, is he remaking his Hydralisk den? Did he lose his den?
He's killing his den.
What is that? Oh, his den fucked up his gas. I saw a den in the production tab, and I was like, wait, what's happening? So his den down there fucked up his gas, so he remade his den in his main. That's really funny. So a bit of a move out here from G5, as I suspected. Once Storm was done, he'd move out. He's got that Archon. He's got 3 Templar. Looks like they have.
No
I want to see. He's
obs.
got about 5 Storms.
No
No. Oh
obs.
yes. No Observer. That is not the greatest.
Does have an observatory.
There's an observer. Yeah, there's an observer in the queue. Return. I will. I'll keep an eye out for a tribunal just for you. I was a fan of the I think it was Best that made an arbiter in the quarterfinals or the semifinals. That was also pretty exciting. So could potentially see it. We saw it once.
Right.
Right now though, just some pretty standard production, adding some gateways, more dragoons.
Like G5 is
Or G5.
positioning to get back the ace striker. Whereas Striker had a big Muta switch, which I was thinking about. There was never anything else out of the Stargate. So like
Whoa.
either a Muta switch or drop play.
Huge.
And Striker's
Also
gonna
worth
see the third base.
Striker is also ahead in supply and even on workers.
Mutas,
so this is not
Mutas
like the
will
last
do that.
game. This is not like the last game where he was ahead in workers and behind an army. Striker or G5 is trying to break an army with an army of a similar size. He's pretty good storms here.
Observer's dead.
But all the zealots are dead. The observer is dead as well. It's a decent storm off on the mutas, but the mutas are going to be able to push this back and take out that one high Templar. All the Templar are gone. There are no storms left, and there are plenty of lurkers to defend this high ground. And that attack from G5 did absolutely nothing. I'm not sure if he knows about this fourth base, but he is definitely going to discover it now if he didn't already know it. He's not going to be able to get up the ramp because there's at least one lurker up there. So.
Just one lurker. Ooh, these mutas are stuck.
Yeah, it looks like those mutas were hoping to get a little bit more scouting done and ended up getting sandwiched in between the Dragoon returning home and the Dragoons that have just been produced. So third base slowly going to come up here for G5. Looks like Stryker isn't going to quite be able to deny that, but Stryker just a little bit ago threw down 2 evolution chambers, and those are now working away, getting that +1 melee and carapace. I believe that's +1 armor for Protoss about to be done here. So we'll be ahead 2 upgrades for a while. That's something that's very important to keep in mind.
Another big push coming out from G5. But supply counts aren't even, but close. Oh no, you can't walk up this ramp. You need to storm that. Or you can just kill it and back off.
That's also acceptable.
It's hard to see, but
healthy.
These are high ground and this is low ground. A little bit of a weird place to fight.
This is a very strange place for G5 to fight, as he doesn't really have very much in the way of Storm. Missing about 1,000,000 shots on this Lurker here on the Hydra, just doing so much work, reinforcing Hydra's coming up a decent Storm, but I don't think it's going to be enough here.
Can't break onto the high ground, he keeps missing.
The high ground is doing so much work here, so many misses from these Dragoons, but this next wave of Hydras has been cleaned up. Another wave coming from that fourth base. It looks like more Templar coming up here. Do they have Storms ready? Are the Storms good? They do have, there is a decent Storm, pushes those Hydras back for a little bit. G5 very slowly making his way up towards this Zerg natural.
One Storm left, looks like he's looking to do it on the drone. But this whole army's gonna die as reinforcements need to pour in. He storms a Lurker.
Yeah.
Doesn't even die.
And we've just got a constant flood of units coming in from the third and fourth bases. You can see on this mini map here. G5 is going to push into this natural, potentially get a little bit of damage done. You know, maybe take out some of these drones, maybe take out some units that are hatching. But this army is eventually going to get cleaned up. Some reinforcements trickling in from G5 here, but this army is pretty much completely eviscerated, and he really just traded army for army, which for Stryker is honestly a good thing. He's completely fine with this because he's got complete map control right now. Triple Evo chamber right now. Unfortunately, not upgrading out of one of them, but
yeah, I just finished Carapace. But these are Stryker's first upgrades. And he might lose this fourth base.
Looks like +2.
There's a Nidus.
Started up here for G5. There is a Nidus.
Does it have a pair? No, it just started.
So, wow. Pretty huge find here for G5. There's going to be a big Zerg army here to try to intercept these units and save these hatcheries, and it looks like they are going to succeed as G5 decided to spend a little bit of time microing to try to take out these drones that are running. Pretty much the entire army from Stryker moving down to this fourth base to make sure that he saves these hatcheries, and it looks like that is what he is going to do.
5 taking a fourth base in the meantime. Stryker's gonna see it immediately. Towards on patrol.
That is what you have to do as a Zerg player. You really cannot afford to let the Protoss player sneak any additional expansions. Every gas that Protoss can get beyond the second one just makes it so that they can basically produce infinite High Templar and have infinite Storms, and you're going to have a bad time. So the sooner that Stryker can get over here to deny this base, better it's going to be for him. Could also look at taking his own fifth base. Defiler's Mound just finished for Stryker, so we could start see some Plague grind coming out here soon. Plague just an amazing spell in ZVP, because of course Protoss units don't heal, so that damage is permanent. Still no fifth base here. Would like to see that fifth base.
It looks like he's gonna try to set up one here, but yeah, I don't think he can.
Pros have been transferred over to Protoss fourth base, so he is up and mining there. So we do need to see another base from Stryker here soon. Plenty of Protoss units here. I didn't see exactly how many High Templar there were. I went 2 for a couple of Storms. Yeah, I see at least 2.
Only 2.
Or some. Yeah, okay, so we got 2. So it looks like we got 2 Storms here, and we're going to get a few Hydras here. And we did, yeah, it looks like we got, a couple Hydras. Got a couple of Lurkers up there, so you know, good value. Didn't lose the High Templar, so those storms could potentially do a little more work later. Just a little bit of free value there. You always love to see it. G5 a little bit ahead of the supply of Stryker. Stryker really just nailing his macro cycles right now, as you would expect from a player of his caliber. Some pretty good storms here, trying to get some of those lurkers on the high ground, as well as clean up some of these hydralisks that just keep flooding in. A massive flood of units coming in here from Stryker, really just hitting all those macro cycles, even taking some of these lings and looking to sandwich this army, looking really small and pathetic from G5, despite all of the bases he has. I'm genuinely curious, how many gateways does he have?
Let's see this army die first.
These
not gone yet.
Units are... These units, okay, yeah, they're hanging on. That upgrade advantage, paying dividends right now. +2 armor is about to finish for the Protoss player. So still one upgrade advantage there. But looks like these Zerglings are going to clean up the last of what was left up there, and these reinforcing units are going to go ahead and head home. Plague started up here for Stryker.
First Defiler is out.
He's got 7 lurkers in production, and he's got... He must have... Oh, he doesn't have Consume. I would have thought Consume would have been done. I was expecting a Dark Swarm there, but...
I think he had energy. I think he just wasn't paying attention. I had it
looked like he was microing... It looked like he was microing that Defiler, but I could be wrong. Well, in any case, Stryker has double expanded. He took the natural off the main that he took as his 4th base, and he took that 3rd base, triple expanding, actually. Well, I mean, these hatcheries are done, but Stryker also taking 12 o'clock, which, again, this is absolutely the correct play here. I mean, when you have map control as Zerg, I mean, Stryker's up. He's even on workers. He's up in supply. He's pretty much unbreakable. I mean, yes, this is a big scary army here from G5, but Stryker's got a Nidus and he's got Dark Swarm here, and his Plague is done, so he's going to go ahead and try to plague this army. Oh, look at that fat, juicy Plague. These
5 Dragoons.
Could not be happier to just run up and clean all this up.
More rallying.
G5 has done a really good job of making this a game, especially with the fact that this started out with a royal fucking stove of all things in 2025. I definitely didn't think that was the thing I was going to see. Good job to G5 for turning it into a game, but at this point, I think the writing is on the wall. Stryker is up drones, he is up supply, he is up in bases. Pretty much the entire map is covered in blue, and pretty much any base that G5 could consider for his 5th base is occupied by a unit of some sort. Gonna try and run some Dark Templar across the map, but you can't do that either. I mean, he's got Stryker's got overlords everywhere. You're not sneaking those anywhere. You're gonna need some shuttles if you want to get any damage with those DTs.
Yeah, incredible Overlord spread.
Big Zealot move out, potentially looking to pick off a 5th base, an unguarded 5th or 6th base here. It looks like there might only be lings here at this 12 o'clock base, so it looks like these Zealots could get in here and potentially clear out all these units here. But no, as I see that, a ton of reinforcing units come up for Stryker, and all those Zealots just get completely deleted. But Stryker lost a ton of workers. There must have been a DT drop somewhere. He was up at 64 workers at some point, and now he's down to 48. So I'm guessing my guess is we missed a storm drop or a DT drop. Oh, DT drop. That's what it was. DT drop in the main. What's up, Doc Dustin? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome to we're watching game 3 of Stryker versus G5 here. And yeah, really good DT drop in the main. Does get quite a bit of damage here. Is going to get set Stryker back. Good plague on the stacked Corsairs here, looking to see if they can pick off some Overlords, maybe limit that supply, limit that detection, and he does do exactly that, limits all the detection there is for Overlord here, but this is quite the strategy, quite the army here from G5, just running around with a hit squad of Corsair DT, and he's actually going to clean up this base. He can perfectly zone out there's no other detection here. Are there upgrades on these Corsairs?
+1 air.
There is. He's got +1 air on the Corsairs, and they actually can't fight anything. He's actually going to clean up these two bases. This is crazy.
Crazy mix-up.
And there's a spawning pool down here too, because he lost his spawning pool in his main to that DT drop.
And he's gonna lose it again.
And he's gonna lose it again. There's a few units. There's 3 Overlords coming up here that are stacked up together. Can he kill these Overlords, Feb? Oh, it looks like maybe yes, he does. Cleans up all the Overlords, but are there any Templar left? The Templar are attacking the hatchery. And looking around the map here,
he was killing the rest of the Sayers while waiting to bring this Overlord up. In this one. What a crazy switch. That was sick.
That was super sick, and almost got the spawning pool again. Wow, G5 really just not giving up. Stryker down to 38 drones.
And down a bunch of supply. Those DTs had a lot of kills.
Those DTs actually did quite a bit. And now potentially a 5th base here coming up for G5. Stryker's trying to do something about this, but if that High Templar has any storms, it's gonna be hard attacking up that ramp. I would love to see some Reavers here for G5. Just a couple of Reavers to help defend while he gets these expansions up. Storm is good, but Reavers just feel fucking impenetrable as Zerg. I don't know if he's got a support bay or not, but some more Defilers coming out here for Stryker. G5 continuing with that Dark Templar production.
We're really shoving Lurkers up the ramp, but it's not gonna be enough. Stryker can't stop this base. Not without the Defilers.
G5 has recovered. Yeah, he's got a 30 supply lead. He's got a worker lead. He's going to be able to saturate the space almost immediately. In fact, I think I see the probe transfer happening as we speak. Well, okay, looks like we're just sending some reinforcements, but I'm sure that probe transfer is going to be coming up any minute now as that Nexus is almost done. And, my god! I thought I was calling this game over, and now G5 has a 5th base up. Can Stryker put Lurkers on that cliff? Potentially. I'm sure he'll be trying it here in not too long. Those photon cannons might cover, but he might have one spot in the corner that he can attack. A little push out here from G5. There are a few Templar here. I'm guessing, based on the army movement, that these Templar don't have Storm. A little bit scary having them out here. These are for Templar blood, and he's gonna storm right on top of the other Templar and a Dragoon. A little bit unfortunate there,
Nice
and
plague.
a very nice juicy plague.
God, I am so tired. This is exhausting. Another DT is up to mischief.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't a lot of units around. I mean, you could potentially try to sneak that into the main, see if you can snipe some tech. Although, yeah, I mean, you could potentially snipe the Hydra Den or the Defiler Mound, if you could get into the main. Defiler calling. It's code red, indeed. And oh, this DT has potentially found its target in a Defiler, but is gonna go ahead and peel back and reassess the situation. And just interesting little small armies in the middle of the map, just posturing here from Stryker and G5, looking for a decent plague here.
Mostly on things that are already plagued, but
Stryker has managed to recover his worker count, and does still own a large portion of the map, but honestly, G5 taking this fresh 5th base, he can stay in this game for a little bit longer, and honestly, I would really like to see G5 get some Reavers, and I want to see him take that natural expansion next to his 5th base. I think you can hold that with Reavers. And I don't think there's I think it's hard for I think it would be hard for Stryker to push down and deny that. If I'm to be honest. I think that would be an okay move for him. But no robotic support bay as far as I know. No Reavers in the making. As we are 30 minutes into this game. 30 minutes into a game that started with a Royal Stove from G5. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. Storm drop here, pretty decent one. And the drones are running away from the second part of the drop. Oh my god! That was insane! He was at like 64 drones a moment ago. G5 does not give up. He never gives up. I can't believe this. I genuinely thought that he was in an unwinnable position about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or so. And now, to me, I mean, Stryker is up in supply. Not a lot of units here for G5. But
G5's about to be on only one mining base, and it looks like this is going to break. And if this breaks, it is it for G5.
that is going to be it, yep.
But what a game. Great series.
There's a lot of, plenty of energy here. He's going to get the Dark Swarms down. And eventually all these probes are going to die. Oh, man. Yeah, now G5 just basically is not mining from anywhere.
And this is his entire army, as far as I can tell.
Oh, man. All the probes on one patch. That's about, yep, all those probes just fanned out because the last of the minerals got mined. And is that Defiler energy from Stryker is finally getting his Defiler energy. That just finished. And yeah, now it's just a matter of Stryker getting his army together and
One
making
last
G5 leave
hurrah,
the game,
gonna
I
try and
guess.
take this, I guess.
Yeah, G5 really just doesn't give up. He's got a lot of Templar here. Could potentially has a lot of Storm. You don't want to be losing these Templar to these Zerglings for free. Does get one turnaround Storm off, saves the rest of these Templar. If you are going to be surviving for any amount of time, you need all the Storms you have. You can't be losing any.
Yeah, his plan is just to sit on this high ground and see if he can pull something off.
I mean, decent Storms here, killing a lot of these Hydra. The units aren't coming in at the same time. They're all coming in piecemeal here. This isn't really the best way.
Yeah,
to
but here the lurkers.
Now, here are the lurkers. There are some observers, but I don't think we have a
Well,
lot of Storms left. There are some zealots here.
Lurkers are actually just all died, except for these two, which are here to look for probes that are long distance mining, and they are gonna find some.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like, Stryker's just not sending his units in all at once. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. He's got 100 more supply than G5, but
What a game. Really back and forth. G5 came so close after such a... I'm not gonna say it was a bad start, but it did end unfortunately. What a game.
it was no, it was one base Royal Stove build, and he got the damage he was looking for, but it's hard to transition out of one base build. Stryker was on top of making sure he couldn't expand when he wanted to. But that series was awesome, and I'm so glad that I got to cast it. That was really, really good.
Okay, I want to see if I can find the DT drop.
Oh yeah, no, that DT drop was fucking huge. The only reason,
It dropped here.
Yeah, he dropped here, and then I guess he just walked up. The only reason I noticed that is because I saw that Stryker was suddenly down like 20 workers.
Yeah, all the drones at the natural. It looks like he got some of them away.
McRib's return is saying that you need to, he said, slide into the DMs with the reps, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, this DT did a shit ton of work. I think this is the moment that he
20
that
kill
he actually
DT.
knew about it. 20 kill DT, and he's even gonna get the pool because he had to remake. He remade his pool in this 4th base. So what? Absolutely incredible series. That was very fun to cast. Very well played from G5.
Yeah.
Super impressive game 2. With the break, he broke Stryker exactly where he needed to break him, exactly at the moment he needed to break him, and in this game he just never gave up.
Yeah. And this was crazy. So
Yeah,
I was
mean,
thinking
honestly,
earlier that if he plagued the DTs instead, then he's fine. But the DTs didn't come in for a while, and by the time they did come in, like it got sniped. He was gonna try and plague them, as of course plague reveals. Oh my god, what a series.
Wow, and so that got so much more damage than it ever should have because oh man, that's brutal.
This was inspired.
Absolutely, dude. No, this was an absolutely incredible play. This definitely
Muta
extended
switches,
the game a lot
sure,
longer.
common. Sarah DT switches, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
It's pretty bananas, and it's the thing that he needed to try to get back into the game, and it got him at 5th base at least. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
You know, if you rewind like 3 or 4 minutes, I don't see how G5 ever gets to 5th base, but that DT up in top right, up in the main, and these DTs, I mean, Stryker must have lost something like 30 workers between these 2 DT attacks.
And a base. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the army supply went crazy here. That is it for us. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Seriously appreciate it. I will definitely be doing this. I look forward to doing this again soon.
Yeah, have a good night, y'all.